hey, help me find a job. This was a life experience. I'm going to remember you and the team and the people I met forever. And the confidence and the mindset we built in the program, I'm taking to my workday as well. It's not, it doesn't end. And to have some memento, it is very meaningful to me. And this is no BS, Tim. This is like, and when I got, you guys basically sent me an email. I have no idea who you are. And, I took a risk. The money I spent for, like, I'm a guy, I'm going to be honest. If I find $20 in the laundry, I get excited. So the money I spent was a big investment and the best one I've ever made. Just mathematically, 1,400% ROI in the first year alone. I mean,
I know. Hey,
it just goes on, Tim.
Before that, I forgot, where were you before working together? Like, I had your profile pulled up. How long were you unemployed for a while, or what was going on?
Well, I technically got let go November 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I really went off payroll January 1st.
Yeah.
So I engaged with you guys on the 4th of December.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
So it was coming to an end. Why did it's always really interesting to see at what point does someone say they need help. So at what point did you say, I probably need some help with this?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. I think it actually was an email I got from you guys that kind of prompted it. I had considered coaching before. I was just at that point in my career, even while I was employed, thinking about what's the next step. Like maybe I need to do something, some action to reframe where I'm at. And then the layoff, I think, just put it over the edge. We're like, hey, it's time. And to be honest, I had some money to invest based on severance.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, let's invest it in myself. I want to get next level. And it was the perfect storm to commit to that. And I got to say, the act of just handing over, the act of doing the investment in it financially alone for me was almost like there was value in just doing that and saying, I'm worth an investment that's significant to me and my wife. I'm worth this. And then when we jump right into the program and start talking mindset, it just lit everything up. So, sorry, to answer your question, I think it was even before I was unemployed. It was always something in my mind that I may need help to get to the next level and really frame that out for myself.
I know a lot of people are typically scared to make investments, but I'll tell you, throughout my career, I've hired so many people to help me with sales, marketing, help me with fitness, help me with whatever. And each time I do, I just get all of these golden nuggets and it served me well. And if you think about it, show me one big successful business that hasn't invested like a tremendous amount of money in leadership and development, training, policy, all of these things, right? Like it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, it's like what we talked about. It's a financial investment, but it's also putting yourself out there, right?
It's making that commitment.
Yeah. Getting on these calls with the team and reaching out to people in the methods you taught to literally put yourself out there and try to make something happen.
Yeah, I feel a lot of people are scared.
Well, like we said, those are the people that are rewarded, right? And it worked.
It's that omnipresence. I mean, a lot of people are scared to get a hold of people or even to leverage networks or, a lot of people just have this fear of failure, fear of rejection. Right. And, most of the problem is you have to make a claim first that says, I'm going to do this. And you got to do some things, that are sometimes uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, you're typically growing as a human being.
Yeah. And you say that you coach that every week, but the truth of it, man, that's what's incredible. It's so true. It's not words. It's really unbelievable.
Where would you say what you find most valuable about working together? Some people have said the course, some people have said the one-on-one support, some people have said mindset or the group calls or
it's 100%. For me, it's easy answer. It's the mindset. Mm-hmm. And there's that. And Tim, you're very influential in your and Kara and everybody, Megan. you start to get that little Tim voice in your ear, right? Really. And that's how I know you're a good influencer, because I'm hearing, it's your voice, Tim, I hear now when I want to, question these things, put myself out there, be uncomfortable, take some risk. That is the biggest takeaway. And again, that's the piece I think that it doesn't end when you find a job.
Yeah. Well, now I know it happened at, I think, a little over the 90-day mark. I remember at the like 45 days, you got a hold of me and you're like, Tim, what? It's so funny. Like everyone thinks like this is going to be some awesome experience working together. And I know you did, but hey, man, you had some troubles, like everyone does, stuff falls through, stuff doesn't work out. Right. This guy said he was going to get back to, it's the same old thing, but just being able to push through that.
Tim, I'm going to be honest. And part of it was I was preoccupied I was doing some self-study for some certifications, and it was a focus issue for me, but also by March, I had only had really one interview. And I remember it was the last day of February. I told my wife, I'm going to have a miraculous March, and I'm going to get a job in March. And Tim, I'm telling you, March 31st, I had 2 offers and 1 verbal. And it was like, what more valuable than those offers, which were great offers, was the fact that I said that and I did it. You know what I mean? And that came from the program, from the mindset. And I'll never forget that. It was really incredible.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure working with you. And I do know, you got quite a good increase, and really it didn't, it happened fairly quick for you. What advice would you have? Because have you invested in yourself ever before? Right. What I mean is, have you ever went to a business conference that was a couple $1,000s or anything like that, or not really?
Probably some certifications, things like that, but nothing substantial. No, I would say this would be the first one.
What advice would you have for someone else if they were sitting right here and they're considering working with us, knowing that this was the first time you really invested in yourself? Because it's a little bit scary, right?
Yeah. So Tim, I've given this advice. I had a guy shortly after I got my job, a coworker called me. Hey, I just lost my job. What do you think I should do? And I said, I think you should call Derek at ECU. And I mean, it was like a no-brainer.